Hello guys, welcome to the beautiful mountain of Zlatibor. It's been almost a couple of weeks for me on this mountain and I'm enjoying the greenery, the fresh oxygen, the modern buildings, and I have to be honest that I don't completely understand the appeal of this mountain because the country is very rich with nature, forests and things along those lines, so I'm not sure what exactly is the appeal here, but again, there's a type of nature in this town that I haven't really seen in the Balkans elsewhere. The modern buildings, there's a lot of spas. You can probably do some nature related excursions on the mountain or close to it. You can also go to the nearby city of Užice, the smaller town of Požega. Otherwise, I'm enjoying my time. Here's an alternative view of the mountain. We're gonna see a Ferris wheel, and it's kind of an amusement park going on here. Here's a close-up of the Ferris wheel, and this is the type of architecture you will often come across here in Zlatibor. This lofty, lodge-like, Boulder, Colorado, maybe, kind of architecture that fits the vibe of the town. Here's another instance, and yet one more instance here up close. And in the distance we can see some foresty vibes going on over there. These tall trees with dark green, especially in this fall weather. This is being filmed during November, by the way. It's quite interesting, really. To me, this is one of the appeals in this town. I have not seen such trees anywhere else in the Balkans. Maybe I haven't been to the towns that have them, but yeah, of course. I'd like to show you the centre of Zlatibor from a distance. Do you see the fountains all the way over there? Preceded by some greenery. Some absolutely gorgeous vibes. Got the Ferris wheel and everything. Breathing this fresh, farmer grade oxygen. Look at how high the fountain has gone. Look at the water. Truly one of the nicest centres or squares I've been to in the Balkans, maybe in the world. We'll get closer in a bit. I had no clue that just a few minutes walk from my apartment, going the other direction, I would have access to this much greenery. Then you got these horses. This is incredible. I had no clue all of this was waiting for me, just by making a different turn when I left the apartment. You got this state-of-the-art meadow, just greenery for as far as you can see, and I showed you the horses earlier. Now the clouds are kind of parting a little bit, increasing the beauty of this view. Maybe I'll come back another day when it's nice and blue, or maybe it's gonna happen now, who knows. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay guys, so I hiked up this little sidewalk for about 5 minutes, and it's given me a nice vantage point of Zlatibor that I'm going to show you in a second. See these nice horses here? Then you got Zlatibor with all the modern, lofty, lodge-like, Boulder, Colorado-y maybe architecture going on here. Nice weather, fresh oxygen. It's quite a delight to be in this town. And this is the other side of the vantage point I was just showing you the view from, and you'd think we are watching the movie Legends of the Fall, starring Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins. Just absolutely out of this world. I'm pretty sure the camera doesn't do it justice, but You know, the part here seems to be a bit run down, maybe needs some maintenance. Maybe one day I'll have the luxury to go ahead and walk this trail, assuming there are no wild animals waiting to engage with me. Otherwise we can show you the peaceful horses. You know, I'm quite fascinated by how peaceful horses are. They don't bark at you, or they're not aggressive and territorial as far as I know. At least the tamed horses. I'm not sure if I agree 100% with having this super colourful playground in front of the state-of-the-art building, but yeah, the most modern architecture I've seen in the entire Balkans, from Serbia to Albania, has been in Zlatibor. It's quite interesting how much money is going into this mountaintop, and I noticed that the construction workers, I don't know if they seem to be from Turkey, especially of Kurdish ethnicity, that's my guess. I'm not sure, it's just quite mysterious to me. And this is the city, the town, Zlatibor, Kraljevo Vode, Onaj. I see so many of these planes leaving trails. Even today I saw something that looked like a rocket that was going up way too upwards to be a plane. Just want to take a moment and appreciate all the trees here in this town. You know, very tall, very dark green. There were probably even more luscious before the fall, because this is November weather, and so these trees are quite reminiscent of trees I saw when I first landed in Moscow, Russia. Basically the neighborhood of, even maybe city of Domodedovo, which has one of the 3 main airports in Moscow. I took a train from there and I saw trees quite reminiscent of these, which makes sense, you know, we are not too far away from Russia, and so I'm almost done descending this hill, and you know, this is a clearer view of the buildings and the state of the mountaintop here is Zlatibor. Basically a lot of construction. Maybe this town needs 5 to 10 more years to fully come to fruition, even though it's quite developed already, as you may see. The question is, you come out to this mountaintop, you know, fresh oxygen, nature, but what is the real deal about this mountain? I'm thinking probably the excursions nearby, because here I see stuff related to skiing, which I guessed, you know, when it's snowing you can ski. You know, the outdoorsy activities you can do in this region. That's what I understand. I think it's nice that Serbia has such a town. I think it has a bright future. It's nice not to have the same exact town everywhere in Serbia. You know, I think people complain about this town becoming too modernized. Well, I like innovation, you know. Do you want every town to be Belgrade, every town to be Novi Sad, every town to be Niš, Kragujevac, i tako dalje? Not really, though, you know. Let's see some innovation, you know. It's modern, but you got this nature. And you can still see a couple rundown buildings here and there, but again, 5 to 10 years, this town may be unrecognizable in a good way. Now that the weather is nice, so let me show you the central part of town here. You got the what seems to be a lake, and you know, a big spacious square, pedestrian walkway, some shops. The other side I showed you earlier, many restaurants and cafes and bars and these things. You got all these nice trees. Here is some outskirts action. Pretty extended view. Pretty cool buildings. You know, this is a not very long walk from the center, really. This is the direction of the center. I challenged myself today to hike up to the other part of town, the other side. Not a lot of action going on here, but it was a good sport and good exercise, and I get to see the town from this angle, even though the small trees here may be covering your view. Weather is about 1 degree. Got the woods over here. Don't know if many wild animals dwell here and roam around in the evening. I do see more animals outside, primarily dogs. When it's night time, I saw a pack of 5 dogs maybe the other night. Cloudy but not raining. I have now defeated my challenge of wanting to walk up here, and I have earned the right to put on some earphones, listen to a podcast, walk home, pass by a couple of grocery stores, maybe pick up some food, and probably sleep early, because when I take long walks I get tired in a positive way that makes me sleep early, because I've been trying to wake up early without an alarm. And I think one of the best ways to do it is expend yourself physically and mentally. Lots of construction going on in this town. A couple football fields, or maybe at least one. This is the road leading to the city, to the town.